full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Here we go.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. You talk about explosion plays. There's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate, big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Second and 5 now. Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Don't get nervous. Under 10. Under 10.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. And an alley to... Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Goff. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Value 3. Value 3. 14. 14. Switch.
Throwing on third. Goff. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Come on. Hey, Echo. Let's go deep.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5.
Value three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Mixon on 1st down. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Trubisky will throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st.
Stop! 180! Red, stop! Tighten up! Alert 3! Alert 3! Kill!
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll fake the give. Now gone. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Emmanuel Sanders. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. He'll field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Tight end right. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Hey, Haywood.
Here's Trubisky. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Let's go. Do it.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So Mike's number 1, Yeah. Lock in. Alert. Shift. Alert.
On first down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 42 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sanders. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They're off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch 98. 98's the mark. And Cooper. Check.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Darius Leonard in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Goff. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Yeah, Sanders now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Trubisky now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Hey, 18.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to air one out. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. T.J. Hawkinson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the 2nd. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Blue. Hey, Steve 6. Banjo. banjo, banjo, banjo. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They run again with Breida. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This is Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
It's a gain of 10.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on second down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check it back.
They'll stay on the ground, mix it again, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 180. Right there in the middle. 55. I got wide. I got wide. Red, top.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out. Because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on second down. Goff. The Conley's got it over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Matt Breida, 39 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mixon with it. Casey Hayward makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So Mike's number one. Hey, Charlie.
Now Trubisky on first down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
15 more yards. That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Play action. Now Trubisky. Green with a catch left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Trubisky now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Gone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll toss it to Breida. A gain of 3. Second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And able to find Conley. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 40. Goff now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a first and 10. Goff now to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. Goff in the offense with a first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now it's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Get ready. Get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shell.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Get up. 180. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still right.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. On the run, it's Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Adam Thielen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch the run. Hatch it. Hatch it. Ball. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now Goff on first down. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And some room to work. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, 18.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
It's 4th down.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the